Wow. If you would have told me a few years ago that an official port of Halo 3, or the entire MCC for that matter, would make it to PC, I would have probably agreed with you and had an in-depth discussion on why I think you were right. I mean, back in 2016, I made a video where I speculated that MCC would eventually be ported to PC. This video is still up and public on my other YouTube channel. Now, I have not seen the video in a long time, so I do not know how much of my speculation was correct. One thing I do remember, though, is that the video was rather low quality compared to what I produce now, which is not anything spectacular, which simply means that it was even more subpar. But it served its purpose, so, that's that. It's definitive proof that I saw this coming. While the celebration and praise are much deserved and should be indulged in, I think it's important to understand why exactly, why are we giving the praise? What led to this, And why is it the way it is? I mean, as you all know, if Halo 3 had followed the same launch formula as the other games that have been ported to PC thus far, the outcome would have probably been a lot less, how do I put it, endearing? Maybe? So, I decided that I would do my part in applauding 343 Industries, apart from the Twitter post where I literally gave them kudos, by talking about what I feel made this Halo 3 on PC launch so exciting and so successful. Sure, you could say it was the fact that Halo 3 was ported to PC officially, or that they added a bunch of new features. I will say, those 2 points are obviously big indicators of the success, but I think there's a bit more to it. So, let's dive in. Let's talk about it, shall we? So, I want to start by simply acknowledging that yes, the fact that the game in question is Halo 3, most people's favorite and most anticipated PC release, had a large impact on the success of this port, and that the plethora of new features also drew a lot of praise. I think 343 Industries did a lot more to ensure a smooth release and to build up the anticipation than they had before, and that this had a huge impact altogether, mixed with the other things I previously mentioned. I personally love the new Forge mode, and the updates made to the other Forge modes, Halo Reach especially and mostly, they were a huge point of anticipation for me. I also really love the new challenge system. It has made grinding those Season 2 unlocks much more enjoyable and has added a whole new reason to play the campaigns and firefight, apart from just playing them for the hell of it. However, the signs that this port was going to be much bigger than anything before, and potentially after in regards to MCC, all started back in the flighting stages of Halo 3 on PC. If you watched any of my videos regarding Halo 3's flight, you will know that I constantly reference the fact that the flight got extended twice, and that it was something that was an overwhelmingly good sign for the retail release. I mean, they saw and heard about broken stuff, made a fix, tested that fix in the flight environment instead of waiting until the full game release to try and fix any major or minor glaring issues. This ensured that the product that was received on launch was free from any major noticeable bugs or issues that would heavily impact gameplay. Sure, there will always be bugs that are not known until launch, or bugs that they do not know the root of or would take too long to fix, given their roughly 2-week polishing window before retail launch. But need I point out the catastrophe that was Halo 2 on PC's launch? I don't think so. So now we can conclude that the flighting gave way to a much more polished, refined, and major bug-free product on launch. And as I mentioned before, Halo 3 was people's most anticipated MCC on PC title. So why not try to increase the hype that was already present? Well, that is exactly what 343 Industries did. 343 Industries made sure that everyone with internet access who cared about Halo, or even if they didn't, they all knew that Halo 3 on PC was coming on July 14th. They had pulled no stops and sent the promotion of this launch into full swing, You had emails from Halo Waypoint hitting your inbox. You had it displayed on the main Steam store page when you opened up Steam. You had it displayed all over Halo and 343 Industries social media pages. Everywhere you looked that involved Halo or had involved Halo at some point was posting about this launch. Not only was the promotion of the release in full swing, 343 Industries also did a stream to show off the new skull added to Halo 3's campaign, Acrophobia, that allows the player to fly around the map as if they had like a jetpack with unlimited fuel. The new challenge system, with a brief explanation of how it worked, but they also showed off the new forge mechanics and items that could be played with on release. Also, as icing on the cake, we saw the game release early by a few hours or so. I don't know exactly how early, as it kind of depends on where you live. That really determines how early of a release this really was, but generally I'll say it was a day early. Why not? And with all of that mixed together, the live stream, the promotion, and the early release, I think that it's safe to say that Halo 3's port was treated as the big deal it really was. I think the handling of this port and the build up to release showed that not only could 343 Industries, have the capability of quality PC releases with proper hype and build-up. I mean, think of it this way. Compare Halo 3's launch to any other previous MCC on PC title launch, which were either broke Halo 3 on Xbox, or were rather uneventful with no hype or build-up pre-launch. It also shows that 343 Industries understood how important and delicate Halo 3 was in maintaining a positive relationship between themselves and the greater community. It was obvious that people were not all impressed with how Halo 2, CE, and Reach were treated. Whether you like those games or not, it is impossible to ignore the fact that they should not have released when they did, and should have had more time to flight, bug fix, or something. I know a lot of people were very skeptical about Halo 3's launch given the aforementioned games and their treatment, but 343 Industries proved that they know what's up and would not dare desecrate or disrespect Halo 3. Had Halo 3 launched like the previous games, it would have dealt a major, possibly irrecoverable blow to the relationship and trust between 343 Industries and the community. However, thankfully, we do not live in a timeline or alternate dimension where Halo 3 got the shaft. All in all, Halo 3's success on PC is not only due to the fact that it is Halo 3 on PC, but it is also due to how 343 Industries handled the flighting when they chose to release the core features, releasing Forge for the games that have it, releasing Season 2 and the new challenges alongside Halo 3 was big in making it a very successful launch. And also how 343 Industries fueled the hype fire with live streams, blog posts, and an early release. So, Halo 3 is great, but it is also how 343 released it, how they went about it, and the things that were packaged alongside Halo 3 that really amplified it and helped make this launch probably the most successful MCC on PC launch we're gonna get, all in all. If you guys enjoyed the video, I would ask that you please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I know a lot of the information in this video was stuff that I reiterated in my flight videos for Halo 3, but I thought that I would just get a final verdict in there, because it's undeniable that this is the most successful MCC on PC launch. It's been universally received positively, and it added a whole heap of new features to the MCC, and it was just all around leagues better than any other game title launch. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, especially comment. I like talking to you guys, as long as you're not a bot trying to hack my account, or as long as you're not a bot who's just trolling or whatever. And please follow me on social media, because that is where I interact with the community the most. I don't make videos consistently or in a very short time span just because I'm really busy, so any communication with y'all will probably be done through social media. So if you want to actually communicate more than just comments on a YouTube video, follow me on social media. The links will be in the description. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.